Hi everybody, it's Amalia. Welcome back to my channel. I'm here today with the 2020 Crafty Goals with Amalia collab. If you're a returning subscriber, thanks for coming back and checking me out today. You should know that this is the second year that we're doing the collab. Last year we did a collab in 2019, and I've got a playlist if you want to check that out a little bit later. And don't forget to hit the bell so that you always get notified whenever I post a video, and click like. If you're a new person just joining us for the first time, thanks so much for coming, and don't forget to subscribe. So this is where I am going to talk about my progress on my crafty goals for March. For February. It's March, but we do our progress reports for the first Saturday of every month. So first thing I want to talk about is how I'm tracking my progress. I find this way a little bit less stressful, let's say. So I was tracking previously with this grid, you know, just check marking every month and writing down numbers every month. And I'm liking this type of tracking for me. I find it a little less stressful, a little less gotta fill that box kind of thing, although there's boxes to fill. But I'm liking it so far. If you're following us in this and you're doing your goals and you're tracking your goals every month, first of all, thumbs up for you. And don't forget to post on social media, hashtag crafty goals with Amalia, and I'll find your video and I'll be able to give you a shout out on my channel. Let's see. So here's my first goal. We'll go one by one for each goal. Every month I'm in two collabs aside from this one, three collabs actually aside from this one. I'm in Deb Hoke's of Deb Hoke's Crafty Cottage Smush, that small paper bag collab. We post at 10 a.m. on the 25th of every month, and I created 12 cards for that collab video, and yeah, I'm progressing pretty well with that. I'm still using in this paper pad right here. Just check it out that you can see that. And I have a great new project for March, so check that out on March 25th. I'm also in Deb's jewelry collab, and that has been going really well. I did 2 pieces for that Having Fun Making Jewelry collab, and that posts on the 18th at 10 a.m. And part of this is I want to do 3 tutorials. I did one in January, and I kind of did one in February, but I'm not going to call it a full tutorial because it was just kind of happened. In terms of Stash Buster, I haven't worked on anything yet. I've given myself a goal of 3 projects. And you know those magazines that you buy that comes with dies and papers and stencils and embossing folders and whatnot, and you buy it because it looks so great. Yeah, I have lots of those, and I have yet to use one. I have tons of kits. You know, when you subscribe to that monthly kit and they send it to you and it's full of luscious and wonderful things. Yeah, I have yet to use one of those, and I'm always buying projects to do. You know, I have tons of canvases, I have tons of paper mache boxes, I have tons of, you know, you name it. So that's my goal with that, and I haven't gotten to that one yet. For goal number 4, I want to do classes and tutorials. I started the Sandy Allnock Copic Hex Chart class, and I got through a couple of lessons, which were really quick, and then I realized I didn't have a couple of the Copic colors that I needed, and that was frustrating. So I haven't completed that yet, and I'm looking forward to doing that. And I don't think I did any tutorials either for the month, so that's a goose egg for the month of February. For declutter, donate, and destash, my goal here is to go through my stash and first of all, use what I have, reduce what I'm not possibly going to be able to use in my, not only in my lifetime, but probably the next couple of years. That's how much I would like to reduce. And I did my declutter for my 6x6 pads in January, and I did a destash video. I think that went really well. We didn't have a lot of people watching, but I was thrilled because I was able to destash at really great prices my stash and reduce it significantly. And while I'm decluttering and destashing, I'm cleaning up and making room. Not making room for more stuff, just making room so everything's not so packed so tightly, and it's working out really well. So for the month of February, I destashed my 12 by 12 paper. Not my not my plain paper, because my plain paper, I'm going to use my plain paper, and if I decide I'm not going to use my plain paper, I'll do a destash on that. But this was for design paper, so K & Company pads, Recollections pads, DCWB pads, that type of stuff. So I went through my 12 by 12s. I went through 2 times, and I had a stack of about 8, just, you know, laid down one on top of each other. I had about a stack that was about 8 inches tall of 12 by 12 paper pads, but then I realized that I had a lot of loose single or multiples of the same piece of paper, sheets of paper, and paper packs. So I went through it again with a keener eye on really reducing the multiple sheets of one style that I had. And I actually took 2 paper pads out of that 8-inch pile back. I went in the wrong direction, but then I got ruthless again with the pads that I had gone through, and I went through them again, and now I have about a 14-inch stack, about that high, of 12 by 12 paper pads, DSP packs, 12 by 12 DSP packs, kits, whether it's a scrapbooking kit or a card making kits of 12 by 12, 11 packs of single sheets, and then multiples of singles. And let me tell you, the older paper is really beautiful, just stunning. I have Brenda Walton, I have single sheets as well as paper packs. I have, who else do I have? K & Company, I have Anna Griffith, I have vellum style paper, I have embossed 12 by 12 paper. So I'm going to do a destash on that, and stay tuned. I'll do an announcement for that. But yeah, I got rid of this many. So I keep my 12 by 12 paper pads. I have a couple of them in a cubby with matching ephemera. And then I have a file drawer that's filled with this kind of paper. And I have one project bin that has 2 12 by 12s of Halloween paper. I'm not sure why I'm keeping that, but it's pretty cool paper, so I wanted to hold on to it. But I've managed to reduce, I wouldn't say, maybe, yes, another one of those Recollections file drawers of paper. I don't know if that makes sense, but I've managed to reduce a lot. So that's where I am with that. So stay tuned for that. Let's let's see, for mixed media play, I did a little bit of mixed media play, not a lot. This is just a notebook that I had, like a Excellent Dental of Westchester. Excel Dent Dental of Westchester. No idea where I got that. Never heard of Excel Dent. But this is just a random notebook that I have. And, you know, it has some sheets torn out of it, but I've been using it. And this is a couple of years old. I've had this for a while. And I've been using it just as a, like, clean-off sheet. So I've been doing jelly printing, and I take my brayer, I paint up my jelly plate, and then I clean the brayer off on these sheets. And you can see that. Then I started, or sometimes I'll clean off my stamp on these sheets right here. So you can see, this is just something of what I did. And it was just really to take a look at some of the big, this is a small portion of the paints that I have. And on here, I had like a muted cream kind of colored yellow and a bright pink and some other colors underneath. And then on top of it, I wanted to test this. This is Vicky Boutin Creative FX. This is Rose Gold Glaze. And unless you look at it on an angle, this just kind of looks like brown and muddy, but when you look on an angle, it's a little bit glossy. Maybe these aren't the right colors to go with it, but that's what I did. And then I got a bunch of these at Michael's on clearance. These were all like $1.40, $1.70. I got a total of 4 of these colors, and I just wanted to test these dilution colors out. I love Diane Reevely. She's real funny and fun, and so I wanted to test them out. So I took like an old credit card, an old key card. Here's my old AAA card, and I just took some of the paint and I smushed it on the paper because I just wanted to see what it looked like. The colors are gorgeous. They're semi-transparent. They're vibrant colors. They're terrific. I did colors on top of colors here. But one thing that I noticed about these paints in particular is their scent. And for whatever reason, the scent just reminds me of, what's that paint, you know, tempura paint or tempera paint? Tempura. Tempura is not a paint. It's a dish, a Japanese dish. But yeah, it just reminds me of that. So here's some stamping I did, stamping off with the jelly plate. I love this. So yeah, I just smushed some paint onto existing either stamping that I had done, and you know, that's all that I've done so far in terms of that. And maybe something will come out of this book, but right now it's like a cleanup. It's a cleanup, just to clean up my paint off of things, and I was wanting to test some of those paints, so that's what I did with that. And I'm just going to put a check mark there in that I did that, because even though I didn't produce anything like a project, you know, I'm okay with that. But I played a little bit and I experimented, and I think that's the point for me. And at some point I want to you know, work in a mixed media journal, and I have another one actually here that I keep close by so that I can work on it. I would love to do a journaling by fives project. That's a Shannon Green thing, but I want to find a partner kind of to do that with. And also, I don't have any cutout images. I don't cut things out of magazines. I don't have any magazines, but I don't cut things out of magazines. So I don't have any of those, and I don't know if I need to start a collection of that, so I'm kind of like in the air with that. And I'd like to produce some decorated envelopes for racks. So that's my goal with that. And then in terms of the Crafty Gold collab, today's the day we're producing our progress video for that, and our theme for for the month of February was luck. So the theme of this is for people that if they want to, it's totally optional. They can just think about the theme in terms of how their month went, or how they want to progress in their goals, etc. I mean, you could use it any way you want to, really. You could just ad-lib if you want. You could tell a joke if you want, whatever. Or you don't have to do anything at all. For the month of March, the theme is going to be spring forward. So if you don't know, tomorrow in the United States is the day that we push our clocks forward 1 hour. So I'm going to set the theme for the month of March as spring forward. Maybe you didn't have any luck in February with attacking your goals and producing results for yourself towards your end goals. Or maybe you did. Maybe you lucked out and you found a good deal on some supplies, and you were able to create some terrific projects. That's great. And if not, maybe March is the time where you spring forward, where you really set your intentions about meeting some of your goals and enjoying some of the fruits of the spring that are about to unfold as we march into the spring months. Let's see. I'm doing a monthly giveaway every month for the year. And for February, I did my giveaway on the 5th. The winner was Elaine Larkin from Elaine Larkin Lane Creations, and here on YouTube. Check her out. And tomorrow, I'm going to be doing my next monthly giveaway. So I'm going to make up a great prize, and then what I'm going to do is go through all of my videos for the month of February. I'm going to pick one video from the month of February, and then I'll do random comment picker and pick a winner, and I'll send you those goodies that I collect for you. So if you're interested in winning some really great crafting supplies, go ahead and take a look at all of my videos for February, leave a comment, and maybe you'll be a winner. For Show Us Your Sheet Load, I did catch up with that. I went ahead and Crafty Goals. Did I skip something? I did skip something. I skipped my lives. Well, first let's talk about the giveaway. Nope. Let's talk about Show Us Your Sheet Load, because that's where we are. I caught up. I didn't do January's and January's, but I did January and February. And if you're interested, there's a playlist with Show Us Your Sheet Load and the cards that I produced in January and February. Also on March 1st, I'm part of the Show Us Your Sheet Load collab with Alicia and a few other amazing YouTubers, Instagrammers, and bloggers that are all on Alicia's collab team for Show Us Your Sheet Load. And on March 1st, I published a video along with the other YouTubers about the March sheet load that actually it was March 2nd, that Alicia puts out on March 1st. Every first of the month, she'll come up with a brand new sheet load project, and she shares that with all of her subscribers. So give her a shout out, check out that. And the March sheet load was really great. My project came out really great. I got a lot of really great support and comments from everybody, and so thank you for that. Let's go back because I missed this line. So I have some YouTube goals, and my goals for YouTube are to do at least 6 lives and 6 premieres. I did a live D-Stash. I'm going to do another live D-Stash, and I did actually pick a date for that. And the date for that is going to be March 15th. So my next live is going to be March 15th at 3 p.m. I'm going to D-Stash all of my 12 by 12s, gorgeous paper, And I have a few other things. Oh, I have lots of ephemera that matches the paper and the paper pads, so I'm going to include that in the D-stash, and depending on how well that goes or how long that goes, I might dig into some of my other D-stash stuff. So join us on March 15th. Okay. So one of my other goals was to really do something with my blog. Something, anything. These next 3 goals are kind of like meh. Actually, these next 2. The blog, Facebook, and Instagram, my swap hop, and 13 is tracking my spend. I did post on Instagram in February. Actually, I did it in March also. And I don't know, I can't with the blog. Tell me if you understand my feelings about the blog. I'm gonna be doing a swap hop, and stay tuned for that. It's gonna be a 3-month swap hop, so keep in tune for that. And I did track my spend. Last year I tracked my spend, but I didn't tell anybody how much I spent in total, but this year I'm kind of doing that. So in January I spent $145.78, which I think was good. That was my birthday month, and I really didn't spend a lot of money. Oh, and I actually got a refund on that. So -7. Okay. And for February I did pretty well as well. I finally broke down and bought some molds that I had wanted. Let me show you. I got some Iron Orchid Designs air dried clay just to see what that's like. But I have been wanting these Iron Orchid Design molds as well. And I went ahead and I picked them up. I got some birds. These are some symbols. These are some flourishes. And these are the ones that I really wanted. These are trimmings. Trimmings 1 and trimmings 2. So I'm really excited to have those. They make some amazing molds, and I bought them from Jamie Ray Vintage. There's lots of vendors that sell them, and they're no longer with Prima Marketing. But yeah, I bought a bunch of those molds, and I'm very happy that I got those. That's really the most that I spent. I bought a couple of things from Simon Says Stamp. I wanted photo sleeves for ATC cards, and I ended up buying a couple of other things because, you know, the ATC things were like $4 and the shipping was going to be like $6, so I wanted to make it worth it for the shipping. And then I stopped by Michael's to get paper that I really didn't need. I mean, I really didn't need just plain white paper. But yeah, and then I did the giveaway, and I'm including the shipping on that. And then I had put in shipping that I was paying for the D-stash, but I don't pay for the shipping for the D-stashes, so I crossed that off, and that's it. Those are my goals, and that's my progress. If you're following along with us and you want to let us know how you're doing with your goals, don't forget to do #CraftyGoals with Amalia. And if you post on Instagram, if you post on Facebook, if you post on a blog or on YouTube, put that #CraftyGoals with Amalia, and we'll find you and we'll give you a shout out on our YouTube videos. Take a look in the description bar below. Those are all the ladies that are in the collab. We have an amazing group this year. We have 21 people, yeah, a lot of people, and a lot of them you'll already know. So check them out and give them a shout out and cheer them on in their goals. And thanks so much for stopping by, everybody. Bye.